Mm-hmm. I could try to do the one hand crack, but that didn't work out. Let's try it one more time. Hey y'all, it's Charla, and this week on Corn Fed, I'm giving you my favorite fall recipe. And you know me, I like keeping my man bred and fed, so we are gonna welcome in this cooler weather with a fun little fall recipe. And I learned this when I was in junior high in home ec class. I have been making this every October or November ever since I was in junior high. So I'm going to teach you how to make a pumpkin roll. All right, guys, well, to make this delicious pumpkin roll, we're gonna need a few ingredients. So I'm going to start off with the cake portion of the pumpkin roll. Let's get started. 1/4 cup powdered sugar, 3/4 cup all-purpose flour, half a teaspoon baking powder, half a teaspoon baking soda, half a teaspoon ground cinnamon, half a teaspoon ground cloves, which are very expensive, by the way, this season, 1/4 teaspoon of salt, and 3 large eggs. Oh, and 1 cup granulated sugar. And 2/3 cup Libby's 100% pure pumpkin. I have made this mistake before, but you want the 100% pure pumpkin. Don't get like the pre-made pumpkin pie Libby's, because that already has all the sugar and salt, and you don't want that. So get that 100% pumpkin. And another thing that is really important is make sure that you have a clean, old, dry dish towel, because this puppy is going to be very important in the whole pumpkin roll process. The very first thing you're going to want to do before you even get started is to preheat your oven, and we are going to set the temperature at 375. And then you just pour all of the powdered sugar, the flour, all the spices into the bowl. And you're gonna go ahead and mix that up. Whoops! And then sugar. And mix that in. And I kind of make like a little canyon that the eggs can go into. Then you kind of mix up the eggs into all of that. And you don't want to mix it up totally, because we're going to add the pumpkin, and that's really going to make everything mix up together pretty nicely. You just add that in there, and here we go. So there you go, well and mixed up. And so we are ready to pour it into our pan. But, very important, the magic right here. Pam does not get enough credit. She's a lifesaver, as you all know. So is foil. So my pan that I have already foiled, you are gonna wanna do this. Plus my pan's like all gross and nasty, but I've already put foil down. Very, very important. You're gonna wanna spray this bad boy to I'm not even kidding. This cannot stick. So use Miss Pam. She is your friend. So now, here we go. We are going to pour it into our pan. And you might be asking, but Charla, that doesn't look like enough. But I assure you it is. And we are going to spread this all out. And it will look like it's pretty thin. But just trust me. That's all you gotta do. And that puppy is hot, woo, because it's been preheated for a little while. Now, every oven is different. I am just now learning how to cook with a gas oven. I'm used to, for all the years growing up, I cooked with an electric oven, but this is a gas, and so for some reason it takes just a little bit longer. So it does recommend cook from 13 to 15 minutes, so I'm gonna go on the high end, and I'm gonna cook for 15 minutes. While we're waiting, we can make the frosting. Yum, yum, yum. You're gonna need 1 8-ounce package of room temperature cream cheese, 1 cup powdered sugar, 6 tablespoons of butter, and I just use, you'll be able to measure it out on the stick of butter, 1 teaspoon vanilla extract, and powdered sugar for sprinkling on top. We've got our powdered sugar. We pop this bad boy on there. It says to use almost a full stick of butter because this is, 8 tablespoons, and it calls for 6, but this diet is not trainer approved. My trainer would kill me. So we're just gonna throw the whole thing in there. Nobody's looking and we're fine. Whoops, whoops. And then this. Before I start this, let me just say, I hate this mixer. And it has 1 speed and that's off. And then, holy crap, this thing is about to take off on the kitchen runway. Shall we? All together now. See what I'm telling you? Nice. All right, and there's our frosting. Oh my gosh, it's so delicious. So you lay down your dish towel on the counter, and then you sprinkle powdered sugar all over it, like so. And then you fold up your dish towel, and then you bring it over to your freshly baked pumpkin bread. And like this. Lay it over top. And here is the fun part. We take it right over here. And this is the part that you pray to the good Lord that you get right. So, you guys ready? 1, 2, 3. Just do it fast. Just own it. If something messed up under there, you don't know, but you just pray. And you may wave some magic homemaking hands over it that it turned out okay. And it made it through the flip. Remove the pan. Looks good so far. Then, that, folks, is why we use foil, because it just falls off. Otherwise, you're gonna be scraping the pumpkin cake off of the pan, and that's no fun for anyone, and this won't work out at all. And while it's still warm, fresh out of the oven, you're gonna go ahead and roll it up. So it's rolled up real nicely in your dish towel, and you're gonna pop this in the refrigerator. And voila! And here we go, folks. This is almost the complete pumpkin roll. You carefully unroll it. You don't want this bad boy to crack. And now it's time to grab our delicious cream cheese filling. Yum, yum, yum. And we are going to spread this all around. And a little bit goes a long way on this. Honestly, this is, you won't really need this whole thing. And then you just roll it right off of that dish towel. Almost looks like a carpet sample, but there we go. There is your pumpkin roll. Now we just have to make it real pretty before we serve it. And here we go. Our pumpkin roll is completed. And we are going to put some walnuts like so. Sprinkle some cinnamon on there. And powdered sugar. Oh, yes. Oh, delicious. Oh, so delicious. Pumpkin roll. And there you go, folks. That is the pumpkin roll. I hope you enjoy. I had fun teaching you how to make it, and I hope that this will help you welcome in the cooler weather. Happy fall. Well, there you go, guys. I hope everyone enjoys your version of the pumpkin roll, and please tweet me or Facebook me, Instagram me pictures of how yours turned out. I'd love to hear about it. And coming up next week on Corn Fed, I am giving you last minute costume ideas for Halloween. So it's gonna be a fun one. Make sure you make sure you tune in. Love y'all.